Hi, y'all, I'm Cayman, and we're redecorating the Super Sim house. I decided to call her Super Sim instead of Mega Sim this time, mainly because Mega Sim is kind of misleading. So yeah, she's just a Super Sim this time. I decided to go with the storybook, whatever it's called, kit. Can somebody please explain to me why the blocks are so Montessori coded? Like, where's the color? Also, why couldn't the curtains go there? But yeah, I like how the nursery turned out. Now, if only the Sims would put poor Kaylin in the thingamajiggy or in her crib. That would be great. I decided to go with like the similar style for Lauren's room. Like, I use similar stuff and everything. Her room is definitely going to end up quite messy in the end. But, I like how I did it right now. Warden's room is pretty cool. I like his room. I was gonna give him a different bed, but then I realized that one was better. His room changes a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. Basically, I just styled his room like, what would I like if I was a boy in that age? Also, gotta have that Defender light. Yeah, getting that dresser in there was a pain in the butt. So, I don't think he's ever actually going to use it, but I just kind of wanted that there for decoration. Yeah, I basically just designed his room as what would I like if I was a boy that age. Mom and Dad's room is a little to be left as is a little to be left. It kind of lacks. That's what I'm trying to say. It is definitely lacking. I did put a ceiling fan in, which is pretty cool. I like that picture. Wasn't quite sure about that love seat, but I decided on it anyway. And of course, a rug. I didn't like that rug. That rug's a little bit better, but I'm not entirely sold on it. I needed to put a Defender light in Lauren's room. And then I decided the upstairs or attic is going to be a toy room / playroom / art area. Here I was making sure that the stove had a fire alarm. I went through who knows how many times all of the stuff. I really like how the kitchen turned out. I just wish the table didn't look as awkward. I had to give Mom a stand mixer because before she died, one of her major purchases was a stand mixer. And she had wanted one for like ever, so I had to give Mom a stand mixer. Yeah, this mom is based off of my real life mom. And the dad is based off of my real life dad. And Lauren and Warden are based off real people I know. They're not my actual siblings. I'm technically an only child. But, since Kaylin is based off of me, I had to give her a family. And who better than my actual parents? And people I consider family. You know, I actually kind of like the kitchen clutter kit. I wish we had more kitchen stuff. Like more kitchen clutter. I do like these containers. They remind me of the Tupperware my mom sold. Mom was a Tupperware, hun. The MLM. Fun stuff. I still have the Tupperware. I outlived her. I don't know why this footage is stopped right here. Was I scrubbing through a video or something? Skipping. Oh no, wait. I was receiving a text. That's what was happening. I was receiving a text to go get my nieces and nephews this afternoon. So I need to hurry up and finish this because it is already 2:44 and I need a shower before I go pick up the children. Here I was trying to figure out what can go in a kitchen. Oh, I kind of like that hutch. Basically, I was trying to like design the house as like a lived-in kind of thing, and also what would my late mother have everywhere, because my late mother was a hoarder. And as much as I love her and miss her, that is an undeniable fact that she was a hoarder. Yeah, that table just feels really awkward to me, but it's the biggest table, and I like the big tables, especially for like big spaces. Oh, Mom never had a Dutch oven, but I decided to put one in because I thought it'd be fun. I own a Dutch oven. I bought it after she passed away. Here I was trying to test that phone, see if it like messed with the fridge and stuff. It doesn't. So that's pretty cool. Why am I in Mom and Dad's bedroom again? Oh yeah. While testing, Kaylin had her first blowout, so she also got her first bath and bubble bath. So those are 3 milestones done. Can y'all put the baby where she's supposed to go? Alright, she's getting fed, so that's fine. And of course, Eleanor comes over and just bothers Kaylin and puts her down on the ground instead of on the thingamajig. I decided to go with the all-in-one TV unit because it makes sense for my family. Especially like in the 90s when I was a baby. Also, this whole house will evolve with the family as we go along. Decided I needed a research thingamajiggy, so that's going in there. This is the laundry room. I decided to go with the teal-ish, like the dark teal. More of a green, which is why I chose the laundry stuff in that color. And then I was like, oh yeah, Warden needs a backpack. And I, for the life of me, could not find the backpack, even though I went into the search function, but I finally found it. And since I'm using Move Objects, I was just able to use the 9 key. Hopefully everything is functional. I will be adding this to the gallery, if anybody wants to download it. But yeah, basically I tried to make this whole house look lived in and like cozy. Like a cozy little lived in house. Something that my mom would obviously decorate. Dad needs a little bit of a man cave, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I might later on give him the attic. Who knows? I'm sure like a bunch of sciencey, like as you can see here, I'm putting in a bunch of art stuff by the little art table. But then I wanted some sciencey stuff to go by the science table, and there's like hardly any, even with string drill. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out a shelf for that lamp to go on. I also have that shelf there. I forget, is that a bookshelf? But yeah, I tried to make the house look as lived in as possible. It's definitely going to look more lived in as we go along. But yeah, this is the start of it. I love the random glasses. And the little yoga mat with the barbell. Or is it a kettlebell? I decided the little reading nook needed a coffee table for the little book thing. But yeah, that definitely looks like a built-in unit that my parents would have had when I was a baby. And of course we have a fireplace, so we need fire stuff. I remembered the little brush and shovel thing. Here I was looking for like a little pirate ship to like put on the mantle, but for some odd reason I couldn't find one, or we don't have one. I think we don't have one, so I think I ended up putting like a little steamship, because on our mantle in real life we actually do have a couple ships, little model ships. I can decide what color to put that, so I just left it the green version. I thought about putting that there and then decided not to, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna need a Christmas tree at some point. Let me just go ahead and shove that in the basement. I also have a little detail of the vibrating heart bed in the basement as like a little nod to what happened in the past. My little plant stand is kind of cute. And here I am doing a little detailing in the office. I think I need to do a little bit more in the office. Another phone, because I thought it would be funny. And I was like, oh, I need a table phone. We don't have very many, we just have that one. And I was like, oh, I kind of want a family portrait, so that's there. And Eleanor won't let Lauren eat for some odd reason. And then I was like, oh yeah, Eleanor's here. She needs her own little guest room. So I have set up that. I kind of like that little non-fireplace thing. Her little guest area looks so cute. And again, I was looking for stuff to go on the mantle, but for some odd reason I couldn't find nothing. And then I put the Simsy smart speaker there, and then I decided we needed one upstairs. I don't know why the footage just skipped out on me, but there are a smart speaker upstairs. Or there is a smart speaker upstairs. And then I was like, oh, it would be cute if I had like a little mural here and like framed it as a window. So that's why the columns are there. And I was like, yeah, we need some more little detailing in here. So I put those there. And I was like, I'm going to give Eleanor a little computer and give her a little bit more of a desk area. I don't like the ends on those books. It's a grilled cheese sandwich. I would like some more like neutral swatches of that thing, please. Sims team. That would be great, because I don't mind the triangles, I just don't want the grilled cheese. I actually really like how the laundry room turned out. It's kind of cute. I used the green cabinets and the, oh, I didn't change the color of that thing. You know, it's fine. It kind of matches my mom's style of, like, mismatching everything. Because we do have a lot of mismatched stuff. Like, nothing in this house matches. In my actual house. And then I have a little art studio. Then I remembered, oh yeah, Mom plays piano. So we have that. I'm gonna delete that garage door because it makes 0 sense. Anyway, there are some other things I want to do, but this is the house so far. And poor Lauren needs to eat. But I'll see y'all next time. Bye!